Hello and welcome to WTCL17 of Zandvoort. We are back and this is I think the second double sprint race weekend. And as you can see it's Amar Perez on pole with recorder alongside him.
Then it's Hackinson, Torres, Weiss and Ballantyne. The championship leaders are
Right,
8th and
right.
10th.
Now, with how narrow the track is, I'm fully expecting there to be some WTCL carnage here, especially into turn one.
Cordova's going to have the inside.
Cordova's already ahead.
Oh, too wide. Perez is going to
But
get good exit though. Bo's going to be on the outside yet again. Oh, no. Cordova is up into first. No, sorry, Perez is retained first. Hackinson's retained third. Weiss retained fifth. Surprisingly dull start. Oh, but Nikolev's passed Balajin and Lichstein is now having a look. Lichstein had got past the Bonaventura as well, actually.
to be fair, it's kind of hard to pass on a track where you can basically only ever go 2 wide, maybe 3 wide at most.
I don't even think you can go 3 wide here. Oh, Sharp Thompson's trying
I
to have
mean, that
pieces
kind of.
on me.
I mean, here you could probably go like 4 wide, maybe.
Oh,
Lindvis has made ground. He started like
Zabo.
19th.
I think GU's dropped back a bit.
Oh, no, Lindvis started 11th up down.
Oh, Hackinson's looking at Cordova pulled out too early. I think Weisson's doing the same to Torres. And Nikolev's there in the background. Lichstein is going 2 places, which is probably going to be the highest total of the first lap. Oh. Mendes is now up into. Hey, Zabo's had a great start. No, he's getting a few places.
Yeah, the very disappointing the opening weekend at Monza, of course. Tiring and then finishing well down the field anyway, so.
Ryan's dropped back a couple of places. Vanderlens defending from Winfield. Oh, GU is being passed by Lorenzo. But there's going to be a small kink of the road here, and that's going to allow GU just to pull out just enough to hold on from that little bit of a dive bomb by Lorenzo. Oh, Sing's overtaken someone. Madsen's nearly turned.
Last place from
Christopher's up to 25th. Rodal's having a terrible race. Oh, Hennessy's off. Hennessy is
and
off.
from the highlight of his fourth in the sprint race at Monza, it's back to reality with Hennessy, who looks to me like something's gone wrong with the car there. Although, to be fair, given his performances this season in the feature races, he was probably going to finish last anyway.
I think the brakes have just gone.
Well, there we go. From fourth in the sprint race at Monza, we were all thinking, is Hennessy a changed man? And then we come to Zandvoort and realise the answer was a very brief no.
Before Hennessy decided to give up on brakes, we had.
His brakes decided they were going to break.
I was going to point out that Rodal was doing absolutely awfully compared to not only the other Volkswagens but of his teammate. Oh, Blinkfist half spot. Rodal far back from Bison. But Linkvis gave us a little bit of a scare there, nearly just making two of the cars facing trouble.
Go on.
Action up front.
Oh,
Balashine or holding on around the outside from the Bonaventura.
Got back. Started 8th, down to 10th.
And who's gone from 10th to 8th? Mendes, who's now growing the championship lead.
Yeah, Bonaventura hasn't scored in 4
Nikolev's got past Bison though. He's also being. Yeah, just got a good run. Late on the brakes. Lichtsteiner very opportunistic trying to get past, but sorry he hasn't here.
Grand Brighton, of course.
Because, yeah.
One of the biggest
I think
stand.
Weisson's like third in the standings still.
If we go over to our sponsor, yeah, it is though.
We don't even need to say who our sponsor is, everyone already knows.
Our sponsor is the WTCL Hub. But what's the WTCL Hub? I hear you ask. Well, WTCL is a brilliant place where you can find out the latest transfer moves, standing, and where you can have a look and laugh at how bad Tubergy are doing this season. Or you could cry having a look at Winjay's point standing. Alternatively, you can have a look at what upgrades the teams have performed, as well as their finances if you're a nerd, and other things as well. So, and it's completely free to use. So why wouldn't you use today's sponsor, the WTCL Hub?
I have definitely not looked at the finance page of the WTCL Hub. Oh, Cordova's got a run. But he's pulled out too early. That's not what you gotta do. But now back in the draft. But not close enough. Atkinson's doing well to keep up with the BMWs. Torres is sort of seeing on his own in fourth. Oh, Atkinson's had a little slide. Yeah.
Just a couple of times.
Cordova looking, very feisty. He may try to have a look down into turn one, but it doesn't look like it. Just getting back in behind Perez. Nice and tidy, nice and patient. Cordova wanting to become the first 3-time winner of the season.
Indeed.
And Perez wanting a second win. And to pull herself far away from 14th in the standings.
Yeah, one of the more highly paid drivers this season, Amara Perez, but she's not had a great campaign at all. She's shown signs of brilliance and then faded into nothing. So
a very good driver, just sort of some very odd campaign. Good driver, not really. Just sort of there. But that's just racing sometimes. Atkinson's caught back up.
Very interesting how bumpy this stuff is.
It looks like Torres and Nikoleva are starting to catch up to this little front pack as well. Oh. I think they're just sort of taking off a 10th here and there. Oh. Zarbo's gained a good few places. Linkfist Balagin's had a little something, because he's fallen back a few places. Winfeld's gained past Vanderlyn. Charlotte Thompson's now into the points. The expense of all these guys. I'll put Thompson on the reverse grid pole. Oh. GU's gone very down the order, it seems. Starting 19th, but it's nowhere to be seen. That's as far as I can get her. Zeb Avenue, Christopher Radar. Yeah, you down all the way in 23rd. That looks like it's just been overtaken.
Very best performance.
Oh, goodness. He. Madison had a bit of shit there.
Amelia Show in 25th.
Boucher's missing a massive part of the bumper there.
Let's see what happens.
Madison really late.
Madison must be a simp. That's what I'm saying. What to come at me.
Very misjudged break.
Boucher decided to go back down the inside after going on the grass. Incredible.
Very good racing by Boucher. Gonna have the outside here, which is shockingly a very good place to. Oh no, never mind. But yeah, got very loose there. But yeah, that's not really good for Madison. He's not having a great race, and yeah, the officials at WTCL aren't particularly overly fond of these kinds of shenanigans.
See, normally it would be Boucher, the one who's dive bombing into the back of someone there. But on this occasion, she was actually the one getting dive bomb.
How the tables turn. Yes, also Hackinson doing far better than Boucher this race. Far better. Oh, Nicola and Torres side by side. And Torres holding on to the position. Torres just doesn't seem to have the pace.
Hmm.
This is not, and it's definitely not giving me crippling depression seeing this. He was the fastest in practice, but just doesn't qualified fourth, done well, but just not having the race pace.
Let's be honest, it's not the first time a Stoffelot sport car has struggled with the pace in the race, is it now?
Goodness, don't remind me. Lichtstein is up to 6th now. He's got past Weiss, and that means he's gained 3 places from the start. And now let's make that 4.
Lichtstein is on a mission.
Wow, that was very good. Now Lichtstein is chasing Torres, who he will be joining for next season at Stoffel Autosport.
Whoa! That. Now, I'm not an expert. The car should not be on fire.
Ooh,
Whoa! What's happened here?
Hit by,
Go back.
hit by, and then that's the
Something
time.
massive has happened here with Mariette Boucher.
Hector Rodriguez.
Hector Rodriguez just dive bombing into the back of her, then she spins around and takes out Trebliad. And then Lim gets involved. Oh, and then Lim tries to mount Boucher. Clearly tried to take lessons from Madison on that one. But in essence, Rodriguez has just taken his team out of the way today, look. Oh, and if you didn't think the season would get worse for Tabergian.
They're already paying a ridiculous amount for their wages. And that is more cost in repairing these cars.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they are. I mean, look, you could say what is...
Boucher just doesn't hold the brakes.
Boucher just decided, no, I know brake. And pulls off to a side with 3 wheels.
That's very rookie move by Boucher.
I mean, we have seen Mariette Boucher is an
Rodriguez
driver.
Rodriguez just went really in. That's going to be some penalty points.
Honestly, I would be shocked if we make it to the end of the season and we haven't seen a race ban for at least one driver. And it's probably going to be Mariette Boucher. I swear she's involved in at least 1 or 2 incidents every weekend. Hennessy last weekend, I think it was. Now
Torres is pulling away from Lichtstein, oddly enough. I was expecting that.
Well, you have a flag somewhere. Briefly. Wonder what that was about. Here to be anything. What's Road doing?
There's in trouble.
Road just decided to use an interesting line to get by there. Oh, and that's Trebly out.
And it seems Christopher's was blowing. I thought Christopher's was blowing up as well.
This race has been a complete disaster for Bergian, but then again, so have most of them.
Person is fine.
What's that? Travelling hand's not going to be. Let's go back to the lead. Oh, Hackinson's a lot closer now. Torres is pulling away from Lichtsteiner. I think Mendes or Hackinson might make a move if they're bold enough.
Yep, there we go.
Mendes is bold enough. He definitely had the look, but there's just not the space. Did Hackinson make the move? Oh, Mendes might make the move here though.
Lindvis back into the top 10 after a slow start.
Lindvis started 11th.
Went down to 13th, but then we're not back up to 11th, 10th now, so...
They've made the places.
Looks like Leicester Motorsport might... Oh, and that's Lim. Is that Lim levitating? Definitely ain't came into a tyre.
Came in, yeah.
Is that Lim levitating? I do believe... Oh, he was levitating.
Wouldn't be the first ADM incident in the season.
I don't know
Someone
if we're allowed to call for and drive an alien. Twitter, is that okay? I have to clarify this stuff nowadays.
Sarbo's fallen back a bit now.
Hey, well, yeah, Balish and Sharp are 11 to 12. That wouldn't be a bad result for obviously.
Third race, so
Yeah,
and
it wouldn't be a bad result for the
fifth in the reverse.
Nerva racing team, would it?
Fifth in the reverse grid. Yeah. They might have a good race in race 2, Team Hungary, as they're now being dubbed as by me and no one else. Well, Lim came out and nearly T-boned him on there.
Well, Nikolaev down the inside of Bison.
But I
Mendes
think
on the
Bryson
back.
tried overtaking Nikolaev because Nikolaev had been ahead before, but it's going to give a chance to Mendes.
Bonaventura.
No. Lim just getting his team some his sponsors some airtime by sticking behind these guys. Oh, Torres is trying to overtake Haxon. Something's gone wrong with them because Cordova
And Atkinson.
far behind Perez.
Yeah, something's going on here.
What's happened here? They've lost a lot of time on Perez. Something's wrong. Okay. Yeah, just Cordova just gets a bad exit, it seems.
Yeah, strange.
And that's give Hackinson a chance. Tried an overtake at a very unorthodox place. Oh, a little bit of contact to add to it. Then Torres is in the mix. Hackinson holds it around the outside. Cordova's going to try to stuff it down the inside here, which will have the inside line for. He's done that. Inside again, so I'm presuming he gets the place. Yes, and then Torres is this is where he came back to. Torres stuffing it down the inside, but he's got the outside here. And Hackinson's got the inside, and he's really lunged it. And he's got the place back. Now Hackinson's up second. These three are no pair. Cordova's trying to peak, but he's gone too early. Torres is on the back of Cordova. Is anyone going to make a move? No.
That's the issue with Zandvoort, is you have to be very careful as to where you overtake. Because if you run just a millimetre wide, you are in a gravel trap.
There's Torres had a bad exit, I think. It's either that or he's tried to make a move and it's not worked out. But now Lichtsteiner's in this battle for second through fifth. Oh, Cordova's got a bad exit though.
Yeah.
Torres is trying to have a little peek. It's not worked. Cordova's getting a lot of bad exits. It makes it be a problem. Oh, Lichtsteiner's having a look at Torres though. But it's not worked.
Is it ever?
Oh, he's trying to have a look now, but it's not working either. You can't just overtake a lot of these spots.
Yeah, it's not like the other track where you've got a lot of sharp hairpins where you can just dive bomb it. And there's at least a little bit of runoff. There is no runoff here. It's Zandvoort.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful. It's very tight, very twisty, and yeah, there's no
Winfield!
from
out.
a position. Something went wrong with Winfield.
Esther is now very worried. Not Esther, Perez. Otherwise, I mean, it works either way.
It just, something went mid-corner. I don't know if it's the engine. Or if there doesn't seem any smoke from it. Or suspension, maybe, yeah. Something snapped mid-corner, so I don't know if you think.
Car.exe has stopped working.
Feel bad for Winfield because Corleone's sticker's still inside the car. Yes. Going down here. Cardiff is starting to catch back up to Hackinson. Oh, Torres went a bit wide there. But Lichtstein's going to have to try to get him on the exit. Down in turn 1. He's not had a bad exit. He could overtake Torres here. But is your future teammate, is he really going to be the person you want to crash into? Probably not. So you've got to be very careful. Who's going to make the first mistake? Someone is, because that's the theme we've seen a lot this weekend.
Someone's going to break under pressure, but who's it going to be?
Torres is taking a lot of wider lines, and that is concerning me. Because he's going really wide in, and he's
in the car.
going really wide out.
First time this season that stop spot has looked undrivable.
It's the Volkswagen, I think. It's not a car that's sort of designed for this track. So the only way you can really get a lot of speed through here, for a lot of these medium speed corners, is to just lunge it, drive really aggressively over.
Torres has been dive bombed by a Roman.
Lichtsteiner. Contact. If this is what we're seeing next season when they're in the same car, oh goodness.
Look at Nikolaev.
Nikolaev's now back into the mix.
Nikolaev just sat there in the background waiting to do some Russian epic dive bomb.
But that shenanigans has allowed Hackinson and Cordova to pull away. See, these Volkswagens are going wider than the other cars through the corners. They just don't have. Well, there's a lot less car to be pushed down, really, for the faster cars.
Maybe into turn 1. Right, with a very bold move.
But he's going to be in a bad place now. Because you want this inside bit.
WTCL. The inside line is not necessarily the best line.
Yeah, it's very. The Bonaventura's on Mendes. This is for the. This is, I think, for the championship lead. And they're side by side. Mendes is going to have it. Yes, he does. Perez is running away with it. .8 seconds on Hackinson. And 5.4 on Cordova and 8.2 on Torres. Well, this fighting has done Perez wonders. On lap 11 of 16. Oh, what's happened to Perez? Lost about 3 seconds.
Mara Perez. Is that Esther breaking down? Wow, that's what happened to Mara Perez.
Half spin.
That Esther. I've already seen one retirement.
Perez making an error, and that is a half spin. It's not half spin, it is a spin. But Perez has managed to keep on to hold the lead.
As the meme lords would say, that is Spinola.
I make a point this is a driver curse because I said Perez was running away with it just a second ago.
Perez is running away with it. Oh my word, Perez is blown.
Perez, Hackinson, Cordova, all race winners. Torres not. Lichtsteiner, I don't think is. Neither is Nikolaev or Weissen. The 2 championship leaders nose to tail still.
It's the second best Irish driver in WTCL in 17th qualifying.
Zimmerman and Ryan are fighting for that reverse grid pole.
Remember
the last time, if Ryan gets it, you know what happened last time. He got the reverse grid pole. He won. So,
Irish drivers starting from pole in the reverse grid race seems to be good. I mean, if it was able to get a Hennessy fourth, then it must be insignificant. Although, to be fair, you could genuinely give Hennessy a 20-second head start with the field and he wouldn't win. So,
Who's gonna make the move? Is anyone? Oh, there's an instant ahead. Torres has got damage. Torres has lost his rear bumper.
oh no. Surely not the stop or
Same.
Autosport curse again.
Lichtstein
Wow.
has rammed into Torres. And
Remember,
that's
these
not
three are going
good.
to be driving with each other next season.
Yeah. Literally the
It would appear they are.
first race after the announcement, and they've already crashed together.
Welcome to 2022 to Stoffel Autosport.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a more toxic driver relationship than Hamilton and Rosberg in 2016.
They can actually, if Stoffel Autosport can actually learn to set up a car at any kind of consistent pace, then yeah, it could be. Oh, very loose. The Volkswagens are not enjoying this track.
At all.
And I will say, I don't know if they actually have yet, I think they might have had a weight reduction recently.
Maybe
So
too
maybe
little.
their balance has been put off by that.
Yeah, well. Volkswagen is in the mud.
No, I mean, it's not terrible. They're currently 5th, 6th, and 7th, so.
And yeah,
And they did amazingly in practice, but it's just not gone over to the race.
yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure the only Volkswagen in the grid that's not dropped back from their starting place is Nikolov, who's gained some, but yeah. Conor Ryan's now in their first grid pole.
oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
To be fair, a lot of these cars are looking like an
What is
absolute.
Kenny
Oh,
Lim doing?
Lim is unlapping himself.
What? Lim.
Oh,
I would have actually laughed if Lim punched up Alice in there.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised.
I mean, looking at the front of his car, I don't know how much there is left to pump with.
I mean, there was another individual earlier this season with a damaged car and a lap down that caused some shenanigans. Didn't die.
Hector Rodriguez pits and out of
And
the
he's
race.
retired.
And that brings quite a sad end to the race for Bergian.
And
So
both their drivers are back.
they
Not
pay
great, is it?
400k a week. The 400k to their drivers even, and they can't even get one of them to finish. I'm actually convinced that whoever this Bergian agent is has actually just been found dead at the bottom of the ocean. I haven't seen a scam this big since I had some Nigerian prints in my email.
Yeah. Well, I found this one better then. What's happening with Hackinson and Cordova? They were having a good scrap earlier. They still are. Perez is pulling slightly away. Cordova's not really had the opportunity, it seems to have. Oh, he's closing in, but not enough.
Torres is back. 4th.
Oh, Torres has made an overtake. I'm assuming Lichtstein had a terrible exit. Yeah.
Forget it. Yes.
He let off a little bit on the exits, if you could see the thing going. The speedometer. He let off, it just looks like he just didn't have that little extra bit in the car to get that exit he wanted. Probably struggling maybe a bit on tyres now. Oops. Bison trying a very interesting overtake, but it's not going to work. Especially on Nikolaev.
I don't want to
If
say.
he tried that move there on Nikolaev, he was ending up in the gravel track. That's the saying. Good old scrap for the top 10.
Whoa!
Oh, Vanderlin's out.
Vanderleen, after a
Yeah,
brilliant
good
drive in
race.
Monza, has pulled to the side of the road and is out of the race.
Oh, something broke.
He's got on for quite a long way there.
Something's broken. He's just hit the wall hard and bang. Not a fun time.
Hit that
Who's
wall,
that
but
putting in the reverse grid pole though?
this is going to need to
Zimmerman now. Unless Babinu, unless he overtakes Ryan or Babinu can get in the mix. What's
it's going to
happening
be.
there?
So Zimmerman at
Let's
this
move
point is on
back up.
reverse grid pole.
Oh.
That is interesting.
Oh, Hackinson's caught up to Perez now.
Could we have a last lap showdown here?
Coming around this last corner, there'll be 2 laps to go.
1 lap after this. Starting the final lap now.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's the final lap now, so
Hackinson on the back of Perez
Hackinson's getting around,
into
but
turn
not
1.
quite there. Oh, getting very close, possibly nudge range. Of which would you put it past Hackinson to make a risky move at this part of the race? I mean, I know he's an old geese, but Jesus Christ, you're gonna want to win.
Meanwhile, Nikolai
Now, somewhere.
Nikolaev past Lichtsteiner. Oh, Hackinson's getting a very good run, but it's not really the place you can overtake. The cars are so sketchy going through there. Anyone trying to make an overtake is probably needs to be put in an insane asylum.
Oh, sure. Especially with the gravel traps as well.
Oh, very tight here.
The last thing you want is to be beached in a gravel trap.
Going around it. Oh, something's on for Hackinson.
And Cordova dive bombed into second on the final lap. And Hackinson comes back and Perez has got away by 6/10.
That's going to be it for Perez. Something went wrong for Hackinson.
I mean,
He
don't
could
say
have
that.
probably gotten Perez down into that corner, but that's going to be the fun over.
Don't say that's it for Perez. Meanwhile, further down the field, Lindqvist is actually overtaking in a Renault. This is breaking news.
Past the Bonaventura. But now let's go back up to the front, around the final corner. For the second time this season, Mara Perez wins.
Wins round 1 of the Zandvoort race. Second for Hackinson, Cordova came home 3rd. These 3 actually ended up putting away with it at the end. Torres came home 4th. Nikolaev running out the top 5. Lichtsteiner 6th, Bison 7th, Mendes 8th. Then came Lindqvist, Bonaventura running out the top 10. Then came Ballison, Chabo, D.A., Thompson, Ryan, and your reverse grid pole and getting the last points of the race. Who came from the back of the field to get 16th. And we'll start on the reverse grid pole.
Probably your favourite. You have to probably say the favourite for second race and favourite to become the first 3-time winner of the series.
Babinu, of course, yeah.
Season.
He's come from. Was it 31st or 32nd? It was actually 31st.
Gained 15 places. Oh, don't remember sure fastest.
Not a half bad drive in the end by Babinu in the end to make up 15 places and get.
I mean, that's ideal for the second race, though. That's very ideal. Yeah. Mendes extending. Mendes will also extend the championship lead, even though the Bonaventura gets the faster lap point. Well, it seems that the key, I don't know if it's the key to Zandvoort is mistakes. Who's making the least of them? I mean, the the race winner made a big mistake, but yeah, it's gotten away with it, and yeah, that's really the key. I don't think there's probably one, apart from maybe Babin. I don't think there's one driver in the field who didn't make a mistake. Yes.
Yeah.
The BMWs have been very good here. They seem really the only car that's comfortable,
I mean,
almost.
this race must. I'm gonna scroll up because this is on the order. Look at that Volkswagen's 20th, 21st, 22nd.
Alternatively, they're I think 4th, 5th, and 7th. So
Yeah.
the teammates haven't done too well. Because the top three Volkswagens are all from three different teams. So the teammates are having an awful time.
GU, of
You lost
course.
time. You lost one place from the start.
BMW went up. BMW built. I mean, to be fair, look, even though you said the Volkswagen was struggling, of the top 8 cars, only one car wasn't a winner or a BMW. A Volkswagen or a BMW.
I mean, the
Renault got second.
Volkswagens are very good in practice, but they've
And then
just
look at
not
that.
brought it up
Yeah,
to
I
the
mean,
pace.
Volkswagen and BMW still dominating as per norm. Renault got second and 9th. And then Audi, Honda, and Chevrolet again just fighting out for those like top 10 positions. I mean, honestly, how Bonaventura is in a title fight, given he's driving an Audi, is nothing short of a minor miracle.
I'd absolutely have to agree with you on that one.
Chuck him in an actually good car, and he'd probably hose up every race, given he's actually able to score points and actually be in a title fight during a season dominated by BMWs.
I mean, the writing was on the wall last season for Audi, and Dufas stayed committed, and yeah, they could have probably gone in. They could have probably gone BMW to give them a car if they wanted, but they've stayed low, and it's going to be very interesting to see if there's any major car changes for next season. But yeah, BMW having a field day. Hackinson did a very good job keeping up with the two BMWs up front in that Renault, even though lost that mistake, not ideal. Yeah, surprisingly decent race, even though there wasn't actually that much overtaking. Thank God it was only 16 laps.
But yeah.
Wasn't that bad, right?
I mean, I say that. I didn't. I said there's not much overtaking, and yet Babinu made 15 positions up, so that's not aged well, that's it. I don't know when Nikolaev started.
They've started.
9th, I think.
No, Nikolaev started 7th.
Listen, I cannot read apparently, but yeah, Nikolaev. Yeah, just this is not really a good track for these cars. I'm not gonna lie. Limited overtaking opportunities.
I mean, it wasn't a classic race. We have a few odd incidents here.
I think, yeah, it's a lot of mistakes. Very difficult track for the drivers. A lot of mistakes being made. The cars are on edge, and yeah, that's just really how it's gone. Anything else anyone else wants to say before we round this up? There's not really too much to talk about, is there?
No, it was a bit of a quiet race. There wasn't anything to discuss.
Yeah, it's calm race, but you need to have calm races so we can really appreciate the chaotic races. Yeah, so I think that's all from this race, and we'll be back with the now not the sprint race, but the reverse grid race, also 16 laps, and Zimbabwe on pole. So yeah, thanks for watching, and tomorrow we'll be back with another race. Goodbye.